why do people who support reservation in India oppose US affirmative action?
Very good catch. मैं हमेशा ये
Position
बोलते आया हूँ. मैं
position of
हमेशा ये
all
बोलते
three
आया
of
हूँ.
you on it and comparison with caste-based reservation.
Okay. मेरा तो स्टैंड हमेशा से कंसिस्टेंट रहा है, तो मेरे को तो
Huh.
नहीं कोई ब्लेम कर सकता. मैं तो
But
हमेशा से
it is an interesting one. There was a
I
Twitter
have
thread that I
already
read.
recorded 2 podcasts
Hmm.
on affirmative action. I'm going to record maybe 2 more. Check out my podcast tomorrow. I've spoken with Coleman Hughes. कल मेरी podcast with Coleman Hughes आने वाली है. एंड मैंने एक और ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्ड कर लिया और एक मैं तीसरी करने वाला हूँ पॉडकास्ट. 3 पॉडकास्ट मैं करने वाला हूँ. एक होगा कोलमन ह्यूज का व्यू. कोलमन को सदमा लग गया उस पॉडकास्ट में कि मैं प्रो रिजर्वेशन हूँ. उसको लगा था कि मैं नहीं हूँगा. उसको सदमा लग गया. उसके एक्सप्रेशन देखना पॉडकास्ट में. बहुत मजा. बहुत अच्छा लड़का है. बहुत ही होशियार लड़का है.
The thing about reservation is, you need it as long as you're a third world shithole. Because in order for reservation to end, the pie has to expand, where getting into a college has to be easy. In America, you can get into, true, the Ivy League is very difficult to get into, but getting into, say, University of Arizona or whatever is very easy for an American. Okay. Or getting into community college is very easy for an American. Okay. You have social security and things like that, etc., etc., etc. So it's a completely different context.
But don't you think college is also prohibitively expensive in America for a lot of people?
So go to community college. There are a lot of universities that give you a lot of grants and things. Science anyway is easy to get grants for. Okay. So it's not that tough. My PhD completely scholarship.
So when it comes to affirmative action in the US, do you believe that the pie is big enough?
I think the pie is more than big enough. And this is basically finding, in America, it is a ruse. It is a ruse for finding communities which are simply not doing well. Remember, surprisingly, it was the Republicans who started it off in the 1980s.
Yeah.
Because they ended a lot of the study subsidies that were given to students. And that, in a way, it ended social mobility. So in a way, the Americans are responsible for it. I think Jimmy Carter was the last generation under which an American could go to school money university for free. So here it's but that is something they have to deal with. One of the ways of overcoming reservation is to subsidize education, period, college education, period.
Right.
Which they don't want to do.
Right.
America had quotas, Abhijit, till the 50s and 60s. Proper quotas the America mein. Proper.
We're talking about something different, Kushal. We're talking about something different. Okay, why is it that other minorities, how many Vietnamese did the Americans kill? 3 million? And the Vietnamese are the most flourishing community in America.
Yeah, magar we cannot discount inherited advantages completely. There are
Nobody is discounting inherited advantages. Okay, the problem here has become one of expecting equality of output.
That
you
can have
input, but you cannot have equality of output, which is why even in India, I believe that reservation should be linked to income levels. Okay, you have to be SC, ST, or OBC and whatever, and it has to be linked to income levels of your parents, because if your parents have become very rich, you can't be or if they became rich before your lifetime, before you were born, because you might have had a deprived childhood because they couldn't afford a good school or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is, see, one of the arguments in America used is that mismatch hypothesis. I don't know if you guys know about it. Do you know the mismatch hypothesis? it's the notion, right, about how affirmative action necessarily results in minority students being admitted to colleges in this university. So it leads to a mismatch, वो लोग claim करते हैं, and the same hypothesis has been tried to be superficially imposed on India on reservations. The same mismatch hypothesis. Now, I am not going to comment on whether the mismatch is real or not in India, but I have now read one PhD dissertation. It is about to come. It was shared with me privately, so I cannot share it openly right now. But one good dissertation on the mismatch hypothesis is already out, and no, it is not replicable in India. इंडिया में ये mismatch hypothesis का नहीं मार सकते हैं. Unfortunately, I can't share it publicly because it was shared with me in confidence till it is published.
So the technical term for this, the sociological term for this, is called isomorphic mimicry.
Yeah.
Where you cut, paste, and apply some other example, and you assume things are the same. They are not.